everybody. So real quick in this video, I just want to briefly go over what InfOhio is, how to log on, and some of the basic resources that you guys have available to potentially use in your classrooms or even have your students use on their own to sort of improve their learning and add extra additional resources within that curriculum that you have there. So the basis of InfOhio, if you're not familiar with it, is it's a free digital library for all Ohio students and teachers to have available of a lot of different curriculum resources, books, ebooks, even a lot of different like lesson plans, assessment tools that we can all use to have readily available in our classrooms to improve and have our students grow where we want them within that piece. So the first thing we have to do is make sure you're logged in correctly. With your Wi-Fi, you'll probably automatically be logged in as an InfOhio user up here in the top left-hand side. And that's perfectly fine. You're logged in, but we want to get you logged in at TRCC specifically. So that way we can see what sources our staff and our students are using the most. So then I can go back and talk to InfOhio about potentially upgrading the sources that we're using the most within there. So if you just click on it, switch your login, our login for Tri Rivers is TRCC, and our password is TRCC 2013. Okay. And that's the student's login, that's parents' login, that's your login. Every login's the same. It's just to help us track what's being used the most so we can make sure we're actually providing what the best sources are for our school and our staff within there. So obviously you're going to ignore the top three sections, but this section here then is where you're going to choose what you potentially want. What you'll use the most more than likely is clicking on grades 9 through 12. And then these are all the different databases that they have available to search up information, have ebooks available, and there's even some pieces that you can use to create different ones. I'm not going to go over every single one in this video. I just kind of want to show you what's all here very quickly so you can play around if you want. There will be other videos that I make over each specific source that you may want to use. A lot of these sources still are kind of a bit elementary, so I'm definitely not going to go over all of them. But there's a lot of updated STEM resources that are really going to be really beneficial for a lot of our students and what they're using. And there's also really specific career sources as well coming into that. So they can do research with these different sources. You can find different pieces, but this is probably where the students are going to go to the most. Where you might use the most is from this main page scrolling down. They have educator tools right here, and it works like any other database or basic Google search where you can sort of search what you need, and it's not just going to pull up like basic articles. It's going to pull up particular curriculum pieces, lesson plans, and assessments that you could use in your classroom. So I want to pretend I'm going to do Veterans Day. I can click specific grade levels if I want, and it's going to give me 487 sources just for Veterans Day that I potentially could utilize from InfOhio. What's nice about this, and that's better than Google, is these are educator vetted sources to make sure they actually align with standards and are hitting the needs of our students within that curriculum and all those different pieces within there. So that's just sort of just basic intro to InfOhio. So if you ever go in there, infohio.org, you don't repeat the middle O. This is where most of your students will go. You're going to come to educator tools to search up anything that you could use within your curriculum, and you're logging in at TRCC. So obviously, if you need any more additional help with this, I am here to help you integrate that. I can show you in way more depth how to actually use it in your classroom if you want, but these are all the free resources that you can start utilizing to amp up your curriculum or just to help students and help differentiate if you wanted to within there. Let me know if you have any questions, and have a great day.